Public schools and schools that cater to students from lower socioeconomic backgrounds in Tamilnadu have Tamil as the medium of instruction. However, many of the higher education programs, especially in STEM, are at present only offered in English. A basic proficiency in the English language has also become a requirement in many job sectors in India. Underprivileged students in Tamil medium schools struggle with learning English because of a lack of exposure to the language and a lack of useful resources, like books that are set in the context of their lives. Although English is a required language in schools, the students progress through the grades, acquiring a very rudimentary knowledge of the language, just enough to pass exams, and are unable to cope when proficiency in English becomes necessary in higher education.
When I was younger, I volunteered in one of these English classes at Olcott Memorial High School, a free school for underprivileged youth in Tamilnadu, India. The teachers themselves were not fluent, and the students had very little exposure to the language both at schools and at home. One of the alumni I met at the school, an aspiring marine biologist, was struggling to get through her science classes due to a lack of English proficiency.
Without a working knowledge of English, even the brightest graduates from these public schools struggled through college and in finding well-paying jobs. English Kadhavu aims to help these students by providing supplemental English learning material that will help students develop a working knowledge of the English language from a young age.
I realized that learning English at a young age would provide these hardworking students with more opportunities for the future, and so for the next few years, I set out to find a way to help teachers teach a language that they themselves were not fully proficient in. After much trial and error, I came up with the book boxes.
Our book boxes contain short stories that the students are able to relate to, along with activities that build vocabulary, reading comprehension, and sentence formation, such as phonics games for first grade students and activities to learn the parts of the body for third graders. In addition, we include a lesson plan for the teacher to follow over the course of the year for each grade from 1st to 6th. We envision that these book boxes will be used during English labs or after-school sessions and will supplement what the students are learning in the classroom.
I spent a few months in India working with teachers and curriculum experts to test and fine-tune the book boxes. The teachers found the book boxes so useful that they requested us to make book boxes for specific topics with which their students were struggling. When I returned, I decided to form a team and work on more book boxes. There are 3 schools in India currently using the book boxes created by English Kadhavu, and we hope to soon add many more to the list.
Any funding we get will be used to create more book boxes for more grade levels, as well as to print and distribute the material that we create to schools all over Tamil Nadu. Through English Kadhavu, we hope to give teachers a way to help the students learn English. We want to bridge the language divide in India, and we need your help.